into the bedroom and put
Oh,
him on
he's
the.
home already after the surgery and everything?
Yeah, he came home Saturday. He came home yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So,
So you got to help him go to the bathroom. Essentially,
well,
that's your job.
he can go to the bathroom by himself. It's just I have to get him there.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah.
Is that something that he's going to be able to do eventually by himself, or are you always going to have to do that? You know
No,
what I
no.
mean?
Eventually, he's going to get another leg.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he'll have two prosthetic legs.
I
Oh,
thought maybe they'd build like a
huge.
jungle gym type thing in the bathroom so he could climb onto the toilet.
Yeah, well, I mean, he has to anyway, so.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know how a fake leg's going to help except get in his way when he's trying to get to the toilet.
Well, no, because then he can stand up from the one thing, turn around, and sit back down. You know what I
And
mean?
then not get up again because he
Right.
doesn't have any legs to
Then he's
stand
gonna be
up.
like, well, no, he's gonna have two prosthetic legs.
Yeah, but they don't do anything.
Yep.
They're not robots, right? I mean, they're not robotic. They
No,
can't.
he can stand on them though, and he can
So
walk.
he can like get up on them.
So because he's got one already, he's had one for like almost 2 years now.
Well, right, but he's got a regular leg to help him stand up. Like, how does he stand up with the fake leg?
Well, he'll have two of them, and he'll probably use a walker, or maybe a cane.
So,
Or maybe,
so he has to like pull himself up, basically.
yeah,
Oh.
for sure.
Well, I don't know how this stuff works.
No, no, that's why I'm explaining it to you.
Maybe he's got like a spring-loaded thing or something. He just
You know,
and he's up. You know, it's like woo.
we got one of those lift chairs coming for him.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
That'll help him too. So,
Huh.
all kind of stuff.
Okay, Larry's here. So, Larry, if you give me a mic check, I'll start the show.
He's not ready.
Oh, now I'm done.
Huh?
Yeah, I got to change the names around.
Yeah,
Okay,
it should.
Larry.
I don't mind being done.
You could be whoever you like.
Ah, thank you.
Let me see here.
Hang on. Somebody just buzzed my door for some reason.
Yes, that's fine. I didn't get a mic check from Larry anyway. Go this way. There we go. Really don't like the hum my microphone's been making lately. Shut off the intros.
Okay. Sorry about that. I'm here.
Larry, can I get a mic check?
Oh my God, you're still trying to get a mic check.
No, I can't hear you. If you're talking, I can't hear you.
Move your hand in front of your camera if you can hear us. Can you hear us?
I don't
Apparently
see
not.
to Larry's volume thing.
Brian is not here.
I'm
because
Brian.
He doesn't want to do the show.
Huh?
Brian's not here because he doesn't want to do the show.
Oh, I thought you said Brian's not here, so Larry doesn't want to do the show. I'm like, what?
Larry's here in spirit, apparently, but not in voice.
Right.
I know he had a problem last week where his mic wasn't working. I'll give him another minute or two.
Give me a second to figure it out. See if he's connected to Twitch yet.
I'm doing something a little different this time. I'm not actually going to start the broadcast on Google Hangouts. It's still streaming to YouTube and it's still streaming to Twitch. I'm just not going to actually use the built-in Hangout stream because I think the performance on my computer is a little bit better with 2 streams instead of 3, and I just want to see how this goes. It's technical. There's like a chat on the YouTube stream if you're on the right one, so people can chat on YouTube, and the stream is better on the new YouTube stream than I don't know if it's better than Twitch, but it's better than the Hangout one. So anyway, when I say I'm going to start the show, we won't have to wait. I'll just start. That's all it means for you, Don, and Larry, and Alexa.
Wait, what?
I don't know. If Larry's not here in another minute, we're going to start.
Right.
And then he can just join us when he gets his microphone figured out. Maybe he
Oh, his camera's moving.
he could write stuff down and show it to us on the camera.
Right. And very little notes. Like, hello. Little pictures.
And Larry Mac.
Right. It'll just be like text. And then you guys will have to do your best Larry impersonation to sound just like him. All right, we're going to start.
So is
Sure,
it
I'm sure he's working on it, whatever the problem is.
so do I gotta say and Don Anderson?
Yeah, we'll do Kevin Baird, Alexa, and Don Anderson. Or you can say and Larry Mack if you want. I don't know. You know what, Don? Don discretion. That's how it's going to go.
Oh, love it. I love it.
All right, December 20th, 2015. Undead from Cleveland. You're listening to Video Game News Radio with your host, Kevin Baird.
Alexa.
Don Anderson and the video feed from Larry Mack's bedroom.
So apparently Larry, at the moment, doesn't have audio, but we're hoping he figures that out at some point. I'm sure it's going to be our fault somehow that he doesn't have audio. Brian didn't feel like doing the show this week, and amazingly, Alexa volunteered without me even asking him. He just happened to know somehow that Brian wasn't going to be on the show. So our good friend Alexa from Serbia is joining us again. Do you live in Belgrade? Or do you actually... What is that the city you're in?
Yes.
Okay.
The cap-
Yeah. I was trying to figure out what time it is over there. It's like 2 in the morning, right?
2 in the morning, yes.
Okay.
Damn.
So you're going to be all like slap happy and tired.
No, I'm drinking Coke, so...
Ugh. It's the
The
drink
buyer.
of Don Anderson.
Okay, so you
Oh,
said
it
I'm
is.
gonna die early.
Nah. I don't
Larry
care.
can't hear. Just so you know. In case you didn't see. Sorry.
Sometimes that happens when Don, you should know this, when you lose audio and you think you're commenting, but you're not.
Right.
You think you're on the show.
Oh.
You're totally not.
How many times? How many times have I sat here and told a great story and been like, why are you guys talking over me like this?
They're just being rude.
Totally
I'm
not.
not used to that, so that's why I just let it go.
All right, so let's do our top 20 drinking game. I'll announce what games you have to... Well, if I name something off that's not a video game, you have to drink. This is an official list. It's not some game we created. Amazon really wants you to drink now. But the drinking part's our game. But the items in the list that aren't actually video games in the video game list, that's real. All right, so number 20, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege for the
Game?
Xbox One, which happens to be on the screen at this moment. Number 19, the Xbox $20 gift card. That's not a game. Everybody drink. Oh, I think we heard Larry there for a second.
Of course.
That was me, I think.
Oh,
Okay, now can you guys hear me?
yes.
No.
Oh, here's Larry.
No. If I say no, will you believe me? No. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Good.
To me.
Good. Larry's back.
Larry's here. And Larry, man.
I think you angered the Cthulhu stuff plush that normally is on the camera, and that's why your microphone wasn't working.
No, it was like screwed up because like the sound and stuff from everything except Google Hangouts went through my headset. Like all week long, I've been playing Lord of the Rings, and it worked. When I brought up the Twitch, it worked. And then, I brought up Google Hangouts, and I couldn't hear you guys. And I was like sitting here talking. I was like, "Hey, hold on a minute, I can't hear you guys. Hello." And then I heard Donnie like telling the exact same story about I always tell you, I give you guys friggin' gold, and you ignore me. And then I realized that I'm not actually talking to you.
You know how it is. He feels the
Number
pain.
18, the Nintendo Pro Controller in black for the Wii U. Everybody drink.
Not a
Not
game.
Totally not a game. Number 17, the Xbox Live $30 gift card. In case you wanted to give a little bit more than the $25 card,
Right.
but the $50 card was like
Was
no.
beyond your reach.
Yeah, you're just that you don't like that person
Yeah.
that much. You like them.
I've actually done that with gift cards where I'm like, I wish they had like a 35 because I don't want to drop 50 on this dude. 20's kind of cheap, so.
Just give them the $30 amount. That's the safe bet.
yeah,
If you get the
I was like-
$20 card, that's a little cheap. You just, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
I was-
unless that's what they deserve is $20, in which case you can only find a
Right.
$15 one, and then you got to
Right.
buy two of them. You're like,
yeah,
well,
I was picking up some gift cards today for like my daughters, and like Aeropostale, I was like, "What the hell is a $45 gift card I've ever seen?" Oh, it's three $15 gift
Yeah.
cards. Like, what the hell is that?
gift card bundle.
Yeah,
You
you
can
have to buy
always
them in
be
a
like my
bundle.
brother and give people a gift card and then tell them that you've used it a little bit.
I had to use it to get out of the bus.
I had to buy some stuff, but there's like $30 left on it. That's what my brother did.
And is there anything worse than like when you get a gift card and it doesn't have the denomination on it? Because then you
Right.
have to ask, which is just awkward.
Right.
You're like, how much is on this?
Yeah, that's the worst. I don't know why they do that. Number 16, Guitar Hero Live for the Xbox One. It's a game with the plastic guitar. Number
Oh, yeah.
15, Star Wars Battlefront Standard Edition for the PlayStation 4. Number 14, Pokemon Omega Ruby for Nintendo 3DS. That's a game. Number 13, the Xbox One Media Remote. No idea why that's on the list. It's up 52% this week. Drink.
Yeah, that's-
Totally not a game, and really weird that you have one of those. Get a universal remote. If you're going to drop the money, just get the universal remote. Why would you get the special Xbox remote? Number 12. The Xbox Live 12-month gold membership card. Drink.
Greg,
The people buying Xbox. That's what we're seeing with this list. There's a lot of Xbox for some reason. Number 11, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 for the PlayStation 4. Number 10, Just Cause 3 for the Xbox One. Number 9, NBA 2K16 for the PlayStation 4. Number 8, the Xbox $40 gift card. Drake, and that's for the guy who's a little bit better than $30, but not quite worth the $50 that you would normally buy.
bronze ring.
That is such a weird denomination, a $40 gift card. I mean, 30 is weird, but 40, that's odd to me.
What's weird is when you buy it and it's four $10 gift cards.
Yeah, it probably is. It doesn't show that here, but it's just weird. Number 7, Star Wars Battlefront Standard Edition for the Xbox One. That was the last drink, by the way. We're having a lot of people actually purchasing games this week. Number 6, Minecraft for the Xbox One. Maybe there's hope for gaming now.
no, it's
Number 5, Disgaea 5 Alliance of Vengeance for PlayStation 4. Number 4, Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PC. Number 3, Fallout 4 for the Xbox One. Number 2 is Codename Steam for the 3DS. And number 1, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Standard Edition for Xbox One. I don't know why. Maybe it's because kids are asking for it for Christmas, but it's up 1,400%. That's weird. I heard that game wasn't that great. I mean, I don't know if it is or it isn't. I just, what I heard. Guy told another guy who told me. Wasn't that great. All right, so since Brian's not here, Don, I guess you can start.
Huh?
How was your week this week?
Dude, don't start with me. No, I'm just kidding. It was all right.
You just were saying just before the show that you had a practice run,
Yeah, this was
folks.
the weekend that my dad came home from the hospital about his foot, And so he got home yesterday, and me and all my brothers were there, all three of them. And, you know, we welcomed him home, got him situated, tried to get him in. And then I spent the rest of the day, well, Sophie and I spent the rest of our day there, like, figuring out how to get him from one spot to the next, or to get him from the wheelchair to his chair, and then to get him from the wheelchair to the toilet, and how to, you know, get him into bed, and blah, 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 and all that stuff. So we did that yesterday, and then we spent the night there last night. Can't get away from me. Then we spent the night there last night, so, you know, so that we would be there in case something happens or something goes wrong, if he falls or whatever. And then it's like I slept all morning. I didn't get up until like 11, and I'm like, I got up and I was like, oh my God, what's going on? And Sophie's like, it's all right. Grandpa's already up. He's in his chair. Grandma's already fixed breakfast. I've already eaten. And
So we've established they don't actually need you there.
right. So I was just like, oh, okay. Well, that's a good thing. So then I got up and said, well, we're leaving. And we took off and took more stuff to storage. We've been going back and forth between my place, storage, my parents' place. It's like I sit here and look around the room. I'm like, okay, what do I need to take with me? It's like I should take this to my parents' house, but wait, what if I come back and I need it here? Because I still have like a week and a half or whatever here, 2 weeks. So it's been interesting. It's been interesting. And yeah, there's that. There's that. So this is I was obviously going to do the show at my parents' house, but when we left and we came back here for a little bit, me and Sophie, and I called my mom. I was like, hey, you guys all right? She goes, yeah, we're doing all right. And I was like, oh, okay, because we're at my place, and I got my show to do at 8. She goes, oh, you can stay there tonight. I'm like, oh, huh, okay. At like 7:55 or something, like right before, you know, so I didn't answer it.
Right.
And Sophie's out in the living room, and all of a sudden she comes barreling into the door. She's like, somebody's ringing the bell. Somebody's coming. Somebody's trying to get in. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I go walk out there, and I look, and there's Adam. And he's looking at me through the window, and he's like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, go away. I was like, there's a show. I got a show to do. I'm like, what are you doing here? I got a show to do. And so I had to buzz him in for a second. He pops his head, and I go, dude, I'm doing a show. And he goes, yeah, I figured I would come in real quick. I'm like, Sophie doesn't want to hang out with you. So he goes like, yeah, I didn't know Sophie was here. He goes, I called and no one answered. And it's like, okay, well, there's your first clue. If I don't answer, why the hell are you coming over to my place? You just show up. Like, what? Do you think I fell, hurt myself? I need life alert. I need Adam alert. So he was like, oh, well, I'll just come back later. It's like, he doesn't even know what's going on. He came over the other night. And Clint was like, so what do you think, Adam? Donnie's not going to be here anymore. You know, he's moving out, and with his dad having surgery and stuff, he's like, what are you talking about? What? and Clint's like, don't you know that his dad's having surgery? And he's like, no, I didn't know that. And I'm like, dude, I told you. I mean, we've known this for weeks. I told you I was moving out, and I was trying to get a storage spot. You offered me a place to put my stuff. Well, yeah, I thought they were going on a vacation. And I was like, yeah, that was like the plan months ago. No. You know, in the months before their vacation, the doctor said, hey, you know what, you got a problem, you need to get your foot cut off. And so they kind of canceled their vacation. So Adam says, well, why would they cancel their vacation? And I just looked at him and I'm like, my dad has no feet. What is he going to do? You know? And he's looking at it, he's like, well, he could still go on vacation, couldn't he? And I go, what is my mom going to do? Push him around in a wheelchair the whole time? Well, that's a great vacation. Come on, you. I'm going to push you around in this wheelchair that I can barely push. Well, they could still go do stuff. I'm like, just shut up, Adam. Just forget it. Just stop. Don't. There's no need. You couldn't understand why. So it's been interesting. It's been trying. And then, of course, I thought today I was going to drop Sophie off. I'm like, oh, I'll just drop Sophie back off to her mom's. It's Sunday night. Odd, stupid me. I forgot it was Christmas vacation. So she's here for 2 weeks.
Oh, jeez.
So my whole plan of like, okay, I'll get all this time to go move stuff. I'll be able to go buy Christmas gifts, blah, 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 right out the door. Right out the door. And it's like, now I'm like, okay, I got 5 days to go get gifts, but I'm going to have her with me 24/7. So this is great. So, yeah, it's been a great week.
Wow.
Catch up Tuesdays at 11. Tumbling the tumbleweed. That's
All
pretty
right.
much. Yeah, that's pretty much the week. What I've
Larry,
done.
how was your week?
I don't know if he's still around.
No, did we lose Larry again?
I think so. There's only 3 pictures here.
Alexa, tell us how your week was.
My week. Well, it's nice. I started playing Armored Warfare. That's a World of Tanks like game. It's a competitor. It's somewhat better. I don't know. It's less random, more skill based, I think. But at the end, I returned to World of Tanks, and I don't know.
So you didn't care for it. You didn't think it was better.
Yeah, I do think it's better, but I play those games with my friends, and my friends don't think that World of Tanks, that Armored Warfare is better, so they stayed at World of Tanks, so I had to return to it.
Right.
That's whatever. I get 1 or 2 hours to play games, and I don't care, just to get entertained. I did listen to all those. Well, not all. I finished 2010 with Tumbling with Tumbleweed. It's a great show. People should listen to it.
I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty good.
2010? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
It was a
2000.
different Don back then.
Wow.
I don't know. He sounds the same. He doesn't look the same. I don't know how he looked then. He didn't use video. But
Right.
yeah, if people want to listen to it, they should use that TuneIn. It's
Yeah,
called
TuneIn.
TuneIn. Go. What do you want to say, Don?
Tuesdays at 11? Is that what it is?
Oh, Tuesdays. Yeah, no, I was saying that. Yeah, you can get it on that Tune in.
TuneIn. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't have any Apple products, so I can't use iTunes library, nor I want to. But I did find it on that TuneIn thing, and it's good. It goes from the oldest to the newest, so I just keep scrolling. I put it on the background while I'm programming or playing games or whatever. It's fun. Good show, Dan.
thank you.
So yeah, other than that, I'm expecting a promotion at work. I
good.
might get more. Yeah, we do. If you're young enough or whatever, you get gifts. Well, you can get gifts. You're old enough, but I don't know. I don't care. I have a nephew and a niece. I will buy gifts for them, and that's quite enough.
Yeah.
That's about it. The adults are like, nah, no,
Yeah, you'll make some food, invite people over, and who wants to buy gifts?
right. Nobody does.
Ah.
I love Christmas. I love Christmas, but I hate Christmas.
Yeah, buying gifts and organizing things, it's bullshit. It's too much work. You should have fun, not waste your time on chores or whatever. So yeah.
All right. Is Larry back?
No.
Am I back?
He's not.
Oh,
Oh,
he is
yeah, he is.
Yep, we have video.
I have contact with Larry.
Larry, how was your week other than the internet problems you're obviously having?
And Larry Mac.
I hate my life. So let's see. This week, I gotta tell you, it's a fabulous week. But aren't all weeks kind of fabulous when you live a wonderful life filled with loving friends and family? This week, my daughter Kendall had a choir concert, which, of course, because I'm still a horrible person who wants to take away everything she cares about in life, I only found out about from my other daughter. But that was nice and in no way awkward when, after the concert, I was standing there with her sister and her mother, and Kendall came back. She's like, "Hi." So that was fun. Thursday.
Vicky doesn't tell you about these things?
What's that?
Your ex-wife doesn't tell you about these things?
Oh no. In fact, I found out today my ex-wife doesn't even tell me when she takes our daughter to get a tattoo. So
Oh.
I got that going for me, which is nice. She also doesn't tell me when our other daughter, the 15-year-old one, when she, her belly button pierced.
Wait, he
To
took
go with her nose ring.
She took Kelsey to get a tattoo.
No, Kendall had a tattoo. Kelsey
Kelsey
has
got a
a
belly
nose
button
ring
ring.
and a pierced belly button. Yeah.
How old is Kelsey?
15.
Yeah, that's old enough.
So,
What are you gonna do?
yeah. So look for her coming to a TV set near you soon on 16 and Pregnant.
God damn it, Larry.
Let's see, Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. We had our after work, Christmas party at a bar right near where I work. But more importantly, the work party became our pregame, because after that, myself and a couple of my work friends and this other girl I know, we all met up at the Winking Lizard by my house so I could finally finish my beer tour.
Woohoo!
So this Thursday, for only the second time in my life, counting when I graduated from college, I actually accomplished something. I completed the 2015 tour of beers. And although I didn't give us who our sponsor at Larry's house to look well. And it's funny because we had picked this date. I was like, oh my god, I look like I died in their Iron Maiden Trooper beer. So it every beer I ordered that night, it was like my fourth try.
Wow.
But so anyway, thing is, we had picked that date out, and I was like, okay, I know how many beers I need. But I totally forgot about it and didn't realize that it was this week. So I was like, oh shit, I have too many left. So Tuesday and Wednesday, I was also at the Winking Lizard to whittle that number down to something more manageable. Now, one of my beers, for some reason, didn't show up on my report, so I didn't get credit for it. And because of the goofy way they do it, my count was actually off by 2 beers. So when we showed up there thinking I needed to drink 4 beers, after already doing some drinking at the work function, turns out I actually needed 6 beers. But we knocked it out anyway. The other thing is that between those 3 days, I wound up having to drink 18 of the beers, which normally isn't a problem. But the one thing with the beer tour is there's a whole lot of ales and stouts and porters. So I'm sitting there all bloated, okay, new magic beer that I got to try. It's
Magic
made
beer.
by monks. Yeah, it's this crazy ale made by monks in friggin' Yugoslavia or some shit.
That's not interesting.
She brings it out. I order it, and she's like, actually, I've never poured that before, so hold on. I was like, there's a trick to pouring this beer that doesn't apply to other beers? I mean, really? And so she gets the other bartender, who then tells me there's some legend about this beer with some kind of princess that married a frog, and this is brewed from the water of the pond where the frog lived, or some crazy nonsense. But she brings me out this beer, and when she brings out the beer, she brings out 2 glasses. A regular beer glass, and then this little glass. And because of the way they make the beer, and because they let it age in the bottle or whatever, she pours the beer into the glass, and then what's left, she pours into the smaller glass, and the 2 glasses taste different, even though they're from the same bottle. Which was kind of crazy.
One glass was dirty.
Yeah. I'm sure one of them was lined with friggin' arsenic or something, and that's why it tasted different. So let's see. Then Friday, I wore my new Winking Lizard hoodie to work. That was my last day before my big giant Christmas vacation.
Well, they fired you.
You
You don't need an alcoholic working here.
Yeah, I know, right? They know. They know I'm an alcoholic.
We don't promote this kind of thing, Larry. And you're an expert, so it just doesn't help.
They know. And then let's see. Today, took the kids down to Grandma and Grandpa's, and my parents are impossible to buy for. A, because they're at that age where they really don't need anything. Like, what am I going to buy them?
Because they're old and stuff like mine.
Yeah, I mean, just like what do they really need at this point that they, between the two of them, haven't managed to get? And the other thing is, if there's something that either of them really, really wanted, A, they could just go get it themselves. It's not like there's anything that they, well, I guess we'll have to wait for Christmas till we get that. And B, they're in a way better, position to buy it than I am anyhow. So I took the girls down there and I said, you know what? Let me handle dinner. I'll handle the food. And so I decided to go the catering route and order like a big spread from Boston Market. I posted some pictures. I may have overdone it because I wanted to make sure that there was a nice sampling for everybody. We only had 7 people coming, but when they're doing the catering, there's a 10-person minimum. And I was like, okay, there'll be leftovers that'll get eaten. But because I wanted turkey and ham, I basically wound up with a spread meant for 20 people. The good news is they got some bang out of their buck for their Christmas present because I showed up at the door with a little over $200 worth of food. And I was like, Merry Christmas. There you go.
Invite Larry every year.
Yeah. They're like, shit, you can go. But, and then, let's see, came home, watched the Browns lose again, and then sat down and have spent the last half hour locked in Mortal Kombat with my computer. I did, and of course I would be remiss without saying that in Candy Crush Saga, we've completed episode 91, which is level 1,355. So I'm plugging right along. And there you go, that's my week.
What did I do this week? Not much. Ordered some things for Christmas. Went out shopping a little bit. I didn't go see Star Wars. I probably should, but I don't know. I can wait. I'm not that, like I gotta see it right away. But the thing is like I don't want a bunch of people spoiling it for me either, which I'm sure I'm gonna happen across something where we find out Luke's gay, and the whole thing's gonna be ruined. But hanging in there. And then Oz told me that he's got his Hateful Eight tickets for the 26th at 10:30 in the morning, and I told him, have fun with that.
Yeah.
I'm not getting up to go see the Hateful Eight at 10:30 in the morning. That's crazy.
I don't know that 10:30 is really getting up. I mean, I'm up.
No, I'm not.
I
ain't going to the movie.
I might be up, but
Hey.
I got to get up earlier than that to go to the movie.
Yeah, I'm not going to a movie. I'd fall asleep.
That's just dumb early. So
That's just dumb.
Although that's what I did last year for the 3 Hobbit movies.
I might go on Christmas Day.
If you're watching 3 Hobbit movies, you need to get up at 10 towards the mall.
Exactly. I'll just go by myself and go with see Star Wars and then see the Hateful Eight after that or something. I'll do a double feature Christmas. People always ask me too. They always like, "Aren't you going to go see your brother?" No. What would I do?
Like
Brian.
Yeah, I'm legitimately considering working at a soup kitchen just because otherwise I'll sit home in my underwear and eat Cheetos on Christmas, which is really just pathetic.
You have a lot of friends though. You could probably invite yourself along somewhere.
Yeah, except my friends will be doing stuff with like their families. See, here's the thing. I have a lot of friends, but I'm like that tertiary friend where nobody actually invites me to anything. But if I'm in the room when they invite somebody that they want to come, they're like, Larry, you should come too.
I don't know if that's true. Larry has the most active social life of any of us. And,
right.
And he makes it sound miserable. So I'm not sure what hope there is for the rest of us.
Every picture I see on Facebook, he's like hanging out with either girls, or like he's at the bar, or he's eating food, or he's
at
drinking.
a party. People are giving him gifts.
Well, yeah, Larry has an awesome social life. He's constantly posting pictures of himself sitting alone at the bar drinking.
I see people there with his.
There's usually a woman's hand in the picture.
Yeah,
like
there's
usually
Whether or not you know them or not, there's usually somebody else in the picture.
putting some sort of accessory on you or something, you know, be it a hat or a necklace or whatever. Larry's got, don't let him fool you, very active social life.
If you're alone in those pictures, you sure do smile a lot by yourself.
Yeah. And you have the ability to take a photo of yourself without using your hands.
It's
Right.
funny because I don't know why they never posted it on my page, but there is a video now from the last party we had at Allison's house. There's a video that was the one where I showed up after going to the Waking Lizard first, chugged a bottle of rum because she was yelling at me for not drinking the keg, then proceeded to start drinking the keg, and there is a video. We were sitting on the floor playing some kind of crazy drinking card game, and it's me laying on the floor with my head on Megan's lap, with this other girl, Katie, feeding me bread, trying to sober me up.
Yes,
Right.
this is the
Yeah,
misery
you're
that-
not social
like
at
laying
all.
there all curled up, and Katie's like leaning over feeding me bread, and I'm like chewing it. And
This is the misery that Larry has all week.
Yeah,
That he
I can
talks
see
to
the
us
misery.
about. This is the terrible keg party that he went to.
And that's, yeah, I'm sitting at home.
Women were feeding him grapes. Oh, well. I don't know.
I'm
There must have been a
I'm
lot
home.
of people there if it was a keg party, I would imagine. I would hope, anyway, that there was a lot of people there if it was a keg party. Getting a keg is such a pain in the ass. You gotta, like, go to, like, specific places in the city of Cleveland to get one. You know, you can't usually just go to your local beer place. You gotta
you go to
down
Giant
some.
Eagle and get a keg.
Yeah, you can't do that. You got to go down like some crazy back alley place in Cleveland.
It's always in the hood.
Uh,
And then when you live in an apartment and have to lug it up 3 flights of steps.
yeah, forget it. It's way too much work. Just buy a bunch of 12 packs and just hand out cans of Blatz. People will be happy with that. All right, let's do some news.
News.
Valve is being sued by French consumer group over Steam complaints. A branch of National French Association for Consumer Rights is calling out Valve for the terms of its Steam subscriber agreement. In its declaration of an intent to sue the company, UFC Quay, I can't read that, outlines what it claims Valve does wrong by its customers in a post on its website. I'm just going to call them UFC, even though that's not really their name. We'll pretend it's the Ultimate Fighting Championship suing Steam. Among the issues UFC has with the publisher is the lack of responsibility it takes for hacked accounts. Valve itself admitted that upward of 77,000 Steam accounts are the victims of hackers on a monthly basis. Similarly,
That sounds about
any
right.
funds left in your Steam wallet are irretrievable if your account is banned, locked, or inaccessible for any reason. That irrelevant Luxembourgian laws are applied to French Steam customers is the association's most nationally specific complaint. But taken together, UFC concludes that it has a legal case against Valve. And it says, this isn't the first time that a consumer rights movement has taken aim at the major game marketplace. In 2012, a German group made similar claims against Valve, but a court ultimately dismissed its suit last year. An Australian organization also filed charges against Valve for what it considered to be an anti-consumer refund policy. That refund program has since been reworked. Yeah, because you can't return your games, and now you can, but I have no idea how. I think you can, like, you got to return it within 24 hours or something. I'm not sure.
I think you have a week, and you must have played it for more than 30 hours or something. It's quite easy. You just write a complaint, and they give you your money back. So, plus
If I
you can
actually
play-
got to my games right away when I purchased them and not just, like, grab them all in some ridiculous Steam sale, I'd probably make a lot of my money back. Because a lot of
You-
games
you
I
should
played
try
for about
that.
5 minutes, and then I'm like, ugh, why am I playing this? This is awful. I do that a lot. I just tried to play some game this weekend. I don't know. It was some old game, though, and it didn't work with my PC. It said the suggested resolution was 1076 by 768. And I'm thinking, I don't even think my graphics card goes that low on my monitor. And then it just, like, stopped working through one of those weird errors. It wanted to, like, install, like, Direct Show or something. I don't know. I just had to stop playing it. Because it didn't work. Anyway, Fanavision arrives on PlayStation 4 this week. I know you guys are excited about the classic Fireworks creator game that originally launched with the PlayStation 2 ages ago.
Oh, finally. I've been waiting so long for this.
Honest to God, somewhere I have a Fanavision t-shirt that they sent me back in the day. And I wore it all the time because it fit really well. And now I don't wear it, but I'm sure it's on a shelf somewhere. It's probably hip now to have the worn-looked Fanavision shirt. No. It says the Odd Tech demo turned puzzle fireworks simulator will be available on PlayStation 4 this week. People waiting on their Christmas miracle. This is it. A number of PlayStation 2 games have made it to the PlayStation 4 recently, including games like Mark of Cree and Pa-Rappa the Rapper 2. You can find many of our classic reviews for the recently re-released on PlayStation 4 PlayStation 2 games here. I'm not reading. We didn't love Fanavision, scoring at a 6.75 when it released in 2000. Well, hey, PlayStation Game Informer blog. Why are you telling us about it then? Dumb bastards.
Bastards.
Steam Top 10. Number 10, Ark Survival Evolved. Number 9, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Number 8, Just Cause 3. Number 7, Elite Dangerous Horizons. Number 6, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Number 5, Hurt World. Number 4, Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Number 3 is Squad. Number 2 is Fallout 4. And number 1 is Grand Theft Auto 5. The one thing that's on here is Elite Dangerous Horizons. And that's an expansion to Elite Dangerous. It's not standalone. And it costs $60. It costs as much as a new game. In fact, it costs more than most new games on the PC. $60, and apparently it allows you to land on planets. That's the big feature. Pay $60 so you can land on a planet.
Yes, but if you get all those DLCs, for example, for Borderlands 2, if you combine their price, you would get the price of a new game. So if you look for that from that point, yes, it's not that.
Yeah, I think this is only one expansion, though. It's not like all of them. There's going to be more.
For $60, no. I don't think that.
$60. It's not a season pass. It's just one expansion. It's $60.
Yeah, but I'm saying if it's huge enough.
Yeah, I don't think it is. I mean, you can land on a planet. Whoopity-doo!
Yay, the planet. No, then
Anyway.
the monster comes. Then the alien race comes over the mountain and eats you.
This one's for Larry, because it's going to hit home for him.
Oh, no.
A database for the Hello Kitty community, SanrioTown.com, containing 3.3 million accounts, has been discovered online in an apparent breach. According to CSO Online, researcher Chris Vickery discovered the breach. Quote, the records exposed include first and last names, birthday, gender, country of origin, email addresses, unsalted SHA-1 password hashes, password hint questions, their corresponding answers, and other data points that appear to be a website related. Can you imagine what little kids' password hint questions are? You know what I mean? What is your mom's maiden name? You know, it's gonna be my mom is a robot or something. They're not gonna remember any of that or know any of that. What is your address? 5. You know.
Okay, how old are these kids, though?
Well, it's Hello Kitty. Who's on? Well, you tell me, Larry. Who's on Hello Kitty?
I have no idea who's on Hello
You-
Kitty.
Might be trying to find your next victim on Hello Kitty website.
No, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Just you'll be pulling up. You watch those videos on Facebook where
But if Stacy from Parma is listening, and
Well, they-
you'd like to be able to play your character this week.
where they show strangers pulling up and kids getting into their cars and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And the parents are like shocked that their kids are that dumb.
Yeah,
Right. They were
my kids would totally be that dumb. Oh, I mean, when they were that age. Like now,
I think all kids are dumb. That's why they're kids. They're kids. You know, there's some adults that could get tricked into getting into like some dude's car. Like,
Yeah,
hey, dude, you want to ride in my car?
Yeah, that's-
all right.
that's pretty much why Tinder is a thing, because you can always trick somebody into getting into your car,
Yeah.
take them home, and rape them.
I told
Totally.
Sophie at a very young age. I taught her. I said, "Listen," I said, "you and I have a code word, and we made up a code word that only the two of us know." And I said, "You will never get into anybody's car unless they give you the code word." And it's like I gave her
Yeah,
one
but
of
then
those.
some random guy showed up and said, "Hi, do you like Iron Man?" And she got in the car.
That's what I was getting at. That's what I was getting at. Is like, even though I did that at a very young age, and I was like, "Hey, this is the deal. If anybody tries to pick you up, if anybody says they got to take you somewhere, you always ask for the password or the code word, and you know what I mean. That's how you know that I told them that they could take you.
Yeah.
But
Well-
I bet it would just be like, "Hey, look I have this kitten."
Yeah.
And then she's gonna be like, "Oh, that's a cute kitten. Can I pet it?" And then like gone.
I
But
bet
Daddy,
if a
wasn't getting in
van
the
pulled
car,
up,
I was helping him look for his kitten.
if a van pulled up, and the guy said to Don, "Hey man, I got some candy," Don would totally be like, "Oh yeah, what kind you got?"
I would stop. I would kind of be like, "Well, wait a minute. Are we talking chocolate?"
Oh, these are like full-size candy bars.
This
We're
is
talking
free.
like
You're
chocolate?
saying
No.
this is free candy? I can have this for free. I just
Right.
gotta sit right here. Was there a
On your lap.
questionnaire?
and eat
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
put
but
the
if
blindfold
you get
on?
free candy, how bad can it be?
Right, yeah.
it. This was straight up full-size candy bars. None of that
Right.
fucking, you know.
If we're talking Mally's,
Yeah.
I'm in.
You're just like,
Strawberries.
you're just gonna be weird. You're just gonna be weird right now, but I get all this free candy. That's fine.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna act like you're not there while I'm eating this.
You do whatever. Whatever you say.
I mean, that's pretty much how every date I have gone on in my entire adult life has been. You eat your candy, pretend I'm not even here, and just let me do my thing.
Oh, that's hilarious. Miiverse users have voted. Nintendo's top Wii U game of 2015 is Splatoon. The company held a vote on its Miiverse platform, allowing users to pick their favorite games for both Wii U and 3DS. Splatoon came in at the number one spot, with fans citing its fresh take on the online shooting genre. As proof of its prowess, IGN gave the colorful game an 8.6 for a similar reason. Nintendo is constantly refreshing the game, holding regular events, and releasing 2 new maps. Fans chose Nintendo's new take on an, I think it meant iconic, but they wrote Ionic platformer as number 2.
Maybe it's ionic,
Super Mario Maker.
like radioactive or something.
Like those, remember those fans they used to sell? The air cleaners that were like
Oh, yeah.
Ionic Breeze and all
Yeah.
that? That was a thing for like a year.
Same technology. I think that was the same year that the buckwheat husk pillows were big.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah, the
which my
Somokawa pillow.
yeah, my wife and I got those because we're like, that's great. And A, the back of your head just sweats the entire time. And B, you'll be like laying there trying to fall asleep, and you'll like kind of roll over, and you just hear all the crunching from the buckwheat husk. You're, this thing fucking sucks.
And in third, Xenoblade Chronicles X10, whatever. Both games rated highly at IGN as well. We gave Super Mario Maker a 9 and Xenoblade Chronicles X an 8.2. And by we, I mean IGN, not VGN, because we haven't played either of those.
Right.
For 3DS, The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask stole the top spot 15 years after its original release. It's a reimagination of an old favorite. A reimagining. The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes is the second most popular 3DS game, and Monster Hunter Ultimate 4 is the third. So there you go. Anyway. And then finally, the guys from Retro Magazine purchased the plastic molds that they used for the Atari Jaguar. And now they're coming out with a game system using those molds. It says, in a partnership with Retro Video Game Systems, which is Retro Magazine, Coleco has announced a new cartridge-based console system called the Coleco Chameleon. Chameleon comes a little over 30 years after the company's ColecoVision, released in 1982. ColecoVision was known for bringing popular arcade games into the home, as well as every other game system
Sabotage.
in the 80s. Coleco claims the Chameleon will be a versatile new video game system that serves as a modern-day take on the classic game console, and has promised to accurately play classic games. The system will play new 8, 16, and 32-bit games, all in the spirit of the golden age of gaming. It's going to fail. It's going to fail like a giant brick going into the lake. But
It's gonna
whatever.
fall out of the sky like a Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's you know, if the Ouya with all its money and backing, with modern technology couldn't get it, releasing a system that is underpowered, 32-bit, that takes cartridges that cost $50 a piece, out of their mind. Never going to work.
What kind of games are you playing with that system? I saw the news, but are those old original games? Are they making new
Well,
games?
they don't have
that
the
are-
rights. They don't have the rights to any of the old games, so they're just making. They talk to developers who have made Android-style games, and they're putting them on cartridges, which are probably just the plastic cartridge around a memory card, and yeah, then you're just playing it on that system.
So there are new games that look like old games.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I'm sure, you know. I mean, you can get a Retron, like, for $100 that lets you play every old game ever. So I don't know. They're out of their minds. I think
You
the
can
guy,
get an emulator for any of those systems for free, I think so.
right, that guy bought the Atari Jaguar molds and was like, I should make a game system to fit inside this plastic.
It's a
And-
hipster thing, I think.
Yeah, kind of, and that's a fairly large piece of plastic too. Like for an old, like a system playing old games, you're gonna have this big, giant thing under your TV. When you know, you can get one of those like Google or Amazon Fire sticks to be like super tiny and play better games. I don't know. I just don't think anyone's gonna buy it. I mean, somebody will buy it. 10 people will buy it. But nobody else. Well, maybe I would put it in the collection. Although he'd
But no
probably
normal.
charge way too much. I'd get it on like when it's being liquidated. One email this week from Adam. And he wrote to
Hey, Adam.
Oh, different Adam. Never mind.
Kool-Aid on your
You don't know.
lips at videogamenews.com.
Awesome.
Says, hey guys, looking for a good console MMO. I just finished reading the audiobook Ready Player One again, and I'm really wanting to play something with others that isn't Halo and you don't die every 4 seconds. As always, guys, you're all boss, and Don, use your headphones. Adam.
No.
When Brian's here, he gets an echo, though. You want to play an MMO where you don't
On a
die
console.
every 4 seconds. A console MMO.
World of Tanks is an MMO. You can get it on PlayStation 4, and you don't die every 5 seconds. You die every 3 minutes. So there's a tip for you.
There you
What's
go.
that DC Comics Universe? Is that on the PlayStation 4? Or is that...
I don't know if
It's
it's
on
on PlayStation
PlayStation
4. It was on PlayStation 3. DC Universe
Yeah.
Online.
There's also Elder Scrolls Online, right? That's on Xbox One at least. I don't know if it's on PlayStation. I don't know any other MMOs that are on, like true MMOs. I mean, I think like things like Destiny and stuff you can play online with other people.
But that's a first-person shooter.
Yeah, well, see, that's what's weird about his message because you know he said he wanted to play with others that isn't like Halo, and so it's like What are we talking about? MMOs?
Diablo?
Yeah.
Well, you can play with others, but it's not massively multiplayer online. It's just multiplayer online.
You can play Dota 2, but you...
There is a Dota for consoles? Or not?
Oh, that's true. There's not. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing.
Maybe.
Excellent advice. Play nothing.
I don't like to play online too much on consoles. I mean, if a friend wants to play, or somebody on my friends list, maybe if I know who you are and your name isn't just like, whatever you wanted to call it this week.
Smack Talk 5.
I get people that are like they text me stuff, but their name is like Spud Nuts Donuts, and you're like, who is that?
Right.
I have no idea who that dude is.
Smack Talk 5.
Yeah. And they think that you know them, but, and so they have that real name thing where you can request the person's real name, but, I feel weird asking for somebody's real name. I just feel weird about it. Like, I don't want that person to think that I don't know who they are, but I don't know who they are. I have no idea.
But you don't have to put in your real name. You can put whatever you want. You don't have to show your ID or whatever. So
right. You're right.
That's the real name.
So it's I don't get a lot of time. Okay. Well, we'll wrap it up. I did something different this week. We started the show and I did not use the Google Hangouts that we normally use. We're on Google Hangouts right now. That's how we record the show. But I usually use the built-in Google Hangouts to stream to YouTube. This week, using the YouTube's their new gaming stream, and I'm not using the Hangout stream. So the quality of the stream should actually be better. I don't know if it is or not, but I'm going to rip the audio from this new stream. So if the audio's screwed up, well, now we'll know. But so maybe the live listeners will be the only ones who can enjoy this show. But I think it'll be all right. I think it'll be fine.
Is Larry still on?
Yep.
I would like to point out to you that Yugoslavia dissolved like 10 years ago, so whatever you drank that night was at least 10 years old. So that might be a reason for your hangover or whatever.
Wait, what did I do?
Because you said that the beer was made
You
by
drank
Yugoslavian
Yugoslavian whatever.
Yeah.
If
it's entirely possible. Yeah. That,
So you got two tastes, one that stayed on top and one that stayed on the bottom.
Actually, I do know that they let it sit for a while. Like, I don't remember where the hell it's from, actually, because to me, if it's east of, like, France and not quite Russia, it's Yugoslavia.
Oh, okay.
But, like, anything between Scandinavia and Turkey, like, down through the Baltics, all of it, Yugoslavia. Because it's, whatever country it is, they probably had a different name last week anyhow, and B...
Do
I
know
probably
that Germany
spent my entire life as a child never hearing of it. So
It's to the east of Italy.
yeah,
Oh.
wherever Trappist monks live, that's where it's from.
East of Croatia.
Croatia is basically a city in Russia, much like the Ukraine.
In Russia.
Yeah, the Ukraine, Serbia, Croatia, those are all Russia.
Well, you're not wrong, except for Croatia.
Yeah. Well.
By the way, if you're ever drinking with a Croatian, I don't recommend explaining that to them because she'll kick your ass.
Yeah.
She.
I have a Croatian friend who, like, she had she was like, we're having a birthday party at her place, and she's like, here's some Croatian, like, sausages and stuff, and everyone's like, oh, how do you make this? And I was like, it's made out of Serbians, and she didn't deny it, so.
So, how do we taste?
Yeah. I'm not a big sausage guy myself, and if you hand me
That's what she said.
this with The Sopranos, if you hand me your homemade sausage, odds are good that I'm not hungry.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless you're in the mood for candle wax. Hey, real quick, Alexa, does anybody still drive around the Yugo car there? Is that still on the road anywhere?
Yes, you can find some of them, but we had. Do you know what Fiat is? Fiat
Yes.
brand.
Yes, they bought
Fiat,
Chevrolet.
Yeah, they also bought Zastava, which used to make Yugos, and they had a deal where you turn in your Yugo and you get some money to buy a new car. So most people bought. You can buy a Yugo for $100 or whatever. You buy it for $100 and turn it in for 1,000.
Wow. So there's
So-
not that many left.
Not that many left, and ones that are left are barely drivable.
Yeah. Well, that's how they were
You
when
want
they first
one?
came out.
It's now a no-go.
It was always a no-go.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's it for the show. We'll be back next week. We'll see if Brian shows up next week. You can write to the show. You can put whatever you want at videogamenews.com, and we'll read your email on the air. And otherwise, we'll be back after Christmas, so have a Merry Christmas. And, yeah, see you next week. Peace.
Merry Christmas. Happy Boxing Day.
Buddy.
Don't forget your Kwanzaa and your Hanukkah. Oh, never mind.
Cool poster, by the way.
Thank you.
Done.